mag-react habang nakakakita ng kidlat? Ano nga ba ang katotohanan sa pagkakaroon ng kidlat at paano nga ba ito maiiwasan? Pero bago yan, alamin muna natin kung ano nga bang tinatawag ng kidlat o lightning. Lightning strikes anywhere is one of the oldest observed natural phenomena on Earth. It can be seen in volcanic eruptions, extremely intense forest fires, surface nuclear detonations, heavy snowstorms, in large hurricanes, and obviously thunderstorms. National Severe Storms Laboratory researchers have studied lightning for almost half a century in order to learn more about lightning structure and behavior in developing methods to use lightning data to improve weather forecasts and warnings. National Severe Storm Laboratory describes lightning as a giant spark of electricity in the atmosphere between clouds, air, or the ground. Ang kidlat o lightning ay isang kuryente and it is 5 to 6 times hotter than the sun. Kadalasan sinasabayan ito ng malakas na tunog na tinatawag nating kulog o thunder. Pero paano nga ba nabubuo ang kidlat o lightning? Ganito kasi yun mga ka-agames. Ang mga ulap na nakikita natin ay may maliliit na particles na nagbabanggaan sa isa't isa. Ang ilan sa mga particles na ito ay may positive charge at ang ilan naman ay may negative charge. Dahil sa mga magnets na opposite attracts, na kung saan ang positive particles ay dumidikit sa negative particles, pero kapag umuulan o bumabagyo, ay may malalakas na hangin na gusto silang paghiwalayin. Napupunta sa taas ng ulap ang positive charge at napupunta naman sa ilalim ng lupa ang negative charges. Pero naghahanap pa rin ang mga ito ng madidikitan. Kaya ang bago nilang target ay ang positive charge sa lupa. Kapag nagdikit ang mga ito, nakakakita tayo ng liwanag o ang tinatawag nating kidlat. Let's go mga ka-amaze! Ating tuklasin kung positive charge nga ba ang power monitor. Nakaka-attract nga ba nito ang mga negative charges na nanggagaling sa ulap at nakakapag-create ng kidlat? But before that, let's have a glimpse on lightning myths and facts. Ready na ba kayo mga ka-amaze? Tara! Is it a fact or myth? If you're caught outside during a thunderstorm, you should crouch down to reduce your risk of being struck. Is it a fact or myth? Tama! It is a myth because according to National Weather Service, crouching doesn't make you any safer outdoors. You must run to a substantial building or hard-top vehicle. If you are too far to run to one of these options, you have no good alternative. Is it a fact or a myth? A lightning victim is electrified. If you touch them, you'll be electrocuted. It is a myth because the fact is the human body does not store electricity. It is perfectly safe to touch a lightning victim to give them first aid. This is the most chilling of lightning myths. Imagine if someone died because people were afraid to give CPR. Is it a fact or a myth? If outside in a thunderstorm, you should seek shelter under a tree to stay dry. It is a myth because the fact is being underneath a tree is the second leading cause of lightning casualties. Better to get wet than fried. Is it a fact or a myth? Structures with metal or metal on the body like jewelry, cell phones, MP3 players, watches, etc. attract lightning. It is a myth because the fact is high, pointy shape, and isolation are the dominant factors controlling where a lightning bolt will strike. The presence of metal makes absolutely no difference on where lightning strikes. Mountains are made of stone but get struck by lightning many times a year. When lightning threatens, take proper protective action immediately by seeking a safe shelter. Don't waste time removing metal. While metal does not attract lightning, it does conduct it. So stay away from metal fences, railing, bleachers, and the lights. Lightning is one of the nature's most recurrent and common spectacles. Around the world, there are over 3 million flashes every day. That's around 44 strikes every second. Pero alam niyo rin ba na pwede nating malaman kung gaano kalayo ang thunderstorm sa pamamagitan ng pagbibilang ng kidlat? To tell how far a thunderstorm is, simply count the number of seconds between the flash of lightning and the boom of thunder that follows. Then divide this number by 5, and this tells you how many times away you are from the storm. Or divide by 3 for the distance in kilometers. Wow, amazing, right? Lightning is an important part of weather forecasting. The geostationary lightning mapper instrument in the GOES-R series satellites that detect lightning activity over nearly the whole western hemisphere. Scientists use data from GOES-R series satellites along with the data from the lightning imaging sensor on NASA's Tropical Rainfall Measuring Mission satellite to study lightning. This complete picture of lightning at any given time will improve nowcasting of dangerous thunderstorms, tornadoes, hail, and flash floods. Nagtataka rin ba kayo kung ano ang kulay ng kidlat? Some may say it's silver, but some may also contradict that it's yellow in color. Lightning seems to be clear or white-yellow color, but it really depends on the background. Ano nga ba ang mga dapat gawin para manatiling ligtas sa kidlat? Science in America, isa sa 500 katao ang may tsansa na tamaan ng kidlat. Senyales na posibleng tumama ang kidlat. Una, pagtayo ng buhok at balahibo. Pamamawis ng kamay. Paglalasang bakal ng bibig. Gawin ang lightning safety crouch. Una, yumuko habang nakasquat. Pagdikitin ang dalawang sakong. Tumingkayan. Takpan ang mga tainga. Ang reason kung bakit nakatutulong ang lightning safety crouch para huwag tayo tamaan ng kidlat is the moment na naka-V ang heels mo. The electricity will not go to your body but will pass on into your other heel. And then, lalabas siya sa kabila. Mga Agamaze, bago tayo magtapos, narito muna ang mga trivia amazing natin namin sa inyo. Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela is the most lightning-struck location in the world. It is the place on Earth that receives the most lightning strikes. Massive thunderstorms occur in 140 to 160 nights per year with an average of 28 lightning strikes per minute lasting up to 10 hours at a time. Did you know that helicopters can cause lightning? Recent research from the Met Office revealed that helicopters can cause an isolated lightning strike. While flying, the helicopter acquires a negative charge. So if it flies close to an area that is positively charged, example hail or the base of a cumulonimbus cloud, it can trigger a lightning strike. Did you know that volcanic eruptions can trigger lightning? While lightning storms are impressive in their own right, they don't quite compare to the spectacle when volcanic eruptions trigger lightning strikes. When an eruption occurs, earth and ash are thrown into the air in a giant plume, colliding to create an elliptical charge. The same way as normal lightning, the imbalance between the plume's electrical charge and the charge in the atmosphere leads to lightning strikes. Ayon sa ulat ng GMA News TV, sa Pilipinas, kasabay ng pagputok ng Taal Volcano ay nagkaroon din ng kidlat, o mas kilala natin bilang volcanic lightning. Nakakagawa kasi ng kuryente ang collision o banggaan ng solid particle na nasa usok na ibinubuga ng bulkan. Wow! Amazing, right? Due to lightning strikes, raising predictions some fears that climate change is worsening the fatal threat posed by a phenomenon that most of us associate more with Thor and Zeus than with personal safety and public health. The famous line, "Hamaan man ako ng kidlat, even if lightning strikes me," people say to preface their solemn oaths or professions of love. Most of us encounter lightning bolts not in open water or field, but in Marvel movies and Final Fantasy fights. Lightning deaths may strike us as a matter of luck and mythic misfortune, but there is nothing romantic about their power. Nothing unusual in their violence, especially in our age of climate crisis. If anything, they illuminate pre-existing inequalities and less than spectacular hazards faced by people at the mercy not just of nature, but also modern-day thoughts.
This is Josel Villanueva
with Gerson Palacios.
And Mary Ann Anin.
brings you
Amazing stories